I'm going to address something that I've been seeing a few videos on, and they're basically leaning one way or the other and not covering the whole thing. And it's called quiet quitting. Now, several people have made videos about this, and the way they put it is that people are just doing the bare minimum, or what we used to call coasting years ago before this new term came up. But I want to explain to you what most people are doing, because it's not what these people are saying. Quiet quitting is mostly people engaged in a job that they've done for quite a while, and they may or may not like their work, but over time they have been pushed to do way more than what is their job. People quit and their work is absorbed among the other workers. They're given extra tasks to do with no compensation for it. They have new technology that comes in. It adds more work. They're expected to do it, and no compensation for that. And over time, the tasks get longer and longer, and the compensation does not make up for it. And I want to give you an example of what happened to me in my last long-term job. I was there for over 15 years. And in that 15 years, I went from doing one job to doing 3 different jobs. Now, I didn't do them all at the same exact time. It's healthcare, so, the things that you do, you have to focus on what you're doing at the time you're doing it. So over the 15-year time, I went from doing one job to doing 3 different jobs. And the reasoning for that is because when they would have someone quit, they did not replace them. So instead of replacing that person to do that specific job, they kind of spread it out between the rest of us that were left. Now, over the period of the time that I was there, it was more than one person that quit. There were multiple people that quit. And we would go for long, long periods of time with no extra help. And when someone took a vacation, it was even harder on everyone else. And on top of that, the company would make some changes, add some software, throw in a few cleaning duties that we never had to do before, just a myriad of things that got piled on and piled on. And whenever I asked about hiring a person to replace the person that quit, we were given a lot of different answers. Sometimes it was, we're waiting on the company to put in the ad, or it would be, well, it's not in the budget right now, or nobody's applying for the job. So having said all that, I would like to really say that for the most part, it is not people that hate their job and don't want to do any more than they can get away with. It's not about that. It's not about working from home, although some people are in that way of dealing with this. In healthcare, it has become a real thing that they want you to do more with less. And it's nothing like it was 20 years ago when I first got into it. So I just wanted to clear that up, because so many people out there are saying it's all about coasting, it's all about doing the bare minimum, it's about people that are lazy and all that. And that's just not the truth. And whenever I decided to quit my last job, I told my boss that I wanted to cut back my hours. I didn't want to do less while I was there. I just wanted fewer hours, and they wouldn't do it. They said, well, we don't have anybody to replace you, and they weren't planning on adding any more staff. And so I put in my notice, and it took them about 8 months to replace me, and they also added an extra staff member that they had been short a long, long time for. So in the long run, it benefited my ex-coworkers because they got someone to replace me and another person because they had needed that for a long, long time. Anyway, just wanted to clear that up. I don't know if anybody's really going to watch this that has watched those other videos about this, but it's been bugging me, and I wanted to say this.